ચોપડો. Namaskar on behalf of HRDC Namaskar on behalf of HRDC Gujarat University, myself, Professor Preeti Mayani, is welcoming all of you in the online workshop of NEP 2020 Use and Integration of ICT. Friends, as you know, that ICT integration is understood as the usage of technology seamlessly for education process like transacting curricular content and students working on technology to do authentic tasks. Nowadays, as we know that ICT facilitate not only the delivery of lessons, but also the learning process itself. And that's why today we are very happy to welcome all of you in this workshop on NEP 2020 Use and Integration of ICT. As you know that this UGC HRDC of Gujarat University is one of the oldest HRDC of India. It was known as Academic Staff College earlier. It was established in 1987. We are ranked 16 among 66 HRDCs of India by NEP. We are the first in Gujarat. We have organized more than 700 professional development programs, including Guru Dakshada, Faculty Induction Program, Faculty Development Program, Orientation Program, Refresher courses, short-term courses, winter school, summer school, seminar, workshop, symposia, PhD coursework, etc. We have imparting training to more than 20,000 research scholars, academicians, and administrators working in colleges and universities of India. UGC HRDC has created history and benchmarks by organizing so many courses under the able leadership of our respected director, Professor Jagdish Joshi ji. We are the first of its kind of online refresher course in India in the year 2018-19 with more than 2,100 participants have attended it. The first of its kind of online annual refresher program in English language teaching, ERPI, with record break 8,900 participants in the year 2019-20. We are the first ever online short-term course on e-content development during the lockdown and unlocks. 118 courses with about more than 5,000 participants have successfully completed. The participants are from across the country. We organized the first online professional program development program for the administrative staff for universities were organized during lockdown with 105 participants. We are the first of its kind PhD coursework for all the registered PhD scholars of Gujarat University has been organized since 2016. We are conducting PhD coursework in blended mode, mix of online and offline for all the registered PhD scholars of Gujarat University, Narsi Mehta University, Junagadh, and Kutch University. Bhuj is planned from July 2020. HRDC Gujarat University is coordinating the online e-content creation training for all the professors of the colleges and universities of Gujarat along with Department of Higher Education and KCG in 2020. So we are the first of its kind UGC sponsored online Guru Dakshta faculty program 2024 courses with about 400 participants from across the country. MHRD funded UGC HRDC GU under RUSA grant of more than 3.33 crores. It's one of the very few HRDC which have very fruitfully and successfully organized the program under it. And friends, this please visit the website of UGC HRDC Gujarat University. It's really very dynamic. Uh, Please visit our journal of UGC HRDC. And today, for this online workshop, we have our eminent resource person with us. So, Professor Mahesh Chivani ji, I'm welcoming you on behalf of HRDC Gujarat University.
Very good afternoon, ma'am.
Very good afternoon, sir. And it's my pride and privilege to introduce Dr. Mahesh Chivani to all the participants. I think just नाम ही काफी है जीवानी जी का क्योंकि पूरे लॉकडाउन के दौरान हमने आईसीटी का जो भी प्रयोग एचआरडीसी ने किया उसका श्रेय जीवानी जी को जाता है. He is also a very good friend and backbone of HRDC Gujarat University. So once again, sir, I am welcoming you on behalf of HRDC Gujarat University, Dr. Mahesh Shivani ji. At present, he is teaching electronic science to the postgraduate students of the Saurashtra University. He has more than 20 years experience of teaching since 1996. His areas of interest are mobile application development, innovative use of ICT, e-content development, and digital signal processing. He has conducted workshops on use of web tools for teaching in national and international conferences. He has penned books and articles on interfacing mobile application development. He has successfully completed UGC research projects. He has successfully completed online courses from IGNO. He is recognized as a research supervisor by Saurashtra University during lockdown. He trained more than 5,000 teachers across the country on area of e-content development. So, friends, now I'm requesting Professor Mahesh Jivani ji. I think he used to tell that Jivani, E-Vani. So, sir, I'm welcoming you for your E-Vani.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your valuable words about me. Thank you very much. And I'm always thankful to the Gujarat University HRDC. They are always frontier for experimenting so many things in teaching learning process. And basically HRDC are related with the training part and inculcation of teaching learning towards teachers, right? So, and they are always ready with the innovative ideas and new kind of a thing. Director Jagdish Bhai Joshi also is a very innovative person, and his team, Professor Priti Ben Brahmbhatt sir and other members, they are highly active and very much enthusiastic about all these things. And they are not tiring. We are tiring, but they are not tiring for organizing so many programs. So sometimes we have to tell by stop, Baba. So, okay, fine. Uh, Very good afternoon to everybody, whoever present over here and whosoever watching online on YouTube and Facebook. Now it's a era of technology, so we also have to cautious about when while speaking each and everything, because number of places people are broadcasting you, so you are always on a watch list, right? So today is right now also we are using this virtual platform. Same thing topic is given to me, that use of ICT or technology in context of National Education Policy 2020, right? So technology have tremendous power, and from morning to night we are using technology. But what kind of technology we have to use in teaching and learning process, that we have to see, and how we can uh, include in classroom as well as our daily teaching and learning process. So I'm switching off my this web camera, and I'm sharing my presentation with all of you. So for that I need 1 or 2 minutes, so I'm switching off this setup, and I'm switching back to you with the presentation. It takes 1 or 2 minutes, kindly keep patience. I'm just setting up my presentation. Yes, fine. So I hope now I'm visible, right? Madam, I'm visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, perfectly.
Okay, okay. Audio and video, everything is fine, right?
Yeah,
So
perfect.
once again, welcome to the world of technology. Uh, so today we are going to discuss about an integrated approach to technology in the context of NEP 2020. So National Education Policy 20, the root of NEP, and then from where it comes, that also we will see. And after looking these basic aspects of NEP 2020, then we will discuss about the technology uh, in context of NEP 2020. Fine. So uh, sorry, yeah. So when we talk about NEP or any educational system, or in broad range, from where it comes. So one has to look at the this line, the Sustainable Development Goals. Basically, education is a part of SDG, and we have several United Nations defines several SDG, uh, and out of several SDG, the 4 number is given to education. Number 4 one is educations. If you want to see the details of every SDG, let me show you. Here you can find this, right? This is where you can uh, get the idea about the 17 goals, okay, given by the United Nations. And then in that, the first one is no poverty, then second one is zero hunger, third one is health, fourth one is educations. So goal number 4, ensure inclusive and equitable quality educations and promote lifelong learning opportunities to all. So here we are going to talk about this 4 number SDG, because there are total 27 are there, and this is a website. You can if you want to note down, you can note down this website is given sdgs.un, where you can find this SDG, right? Fine. Okay, so this is number 4, education. And when we talk about the education, so what exactly we mean by education? Okay, so obviously education is for the ignition, which has to ignite so many things. So an education system that contributes to an equitable and vibrant society by providing high quality education to all. Hand to hand, it goes hand to hand. And also it has to develop deep sense of respect towards the fundamental rights, because this is also comes under the fundamental rights, duties and constitutional values, bonding with one's country, and a conscious awareness of one's role and responsibility in a changing world. Okay, so that one can achieve through the educations. That also education, what education provides, so it instills skills, values, and dispositions that supports responsible commitment to human rights, sustainable development, living, and global well-being, thereby reflecting a truly global citizen. So that is also part of education, that which create a global, truly global citizens. So these are the very fundamental things. For that, we are providing educations and we are taking educations, right? So this is what exactly the education. Now comes to the education policy, national education policy, right? In India, because obviously we have to discuss about Indian education policy. So there are only 4 landmarks. There are so many updates as far as the NEP concerned, but if you look at the broad sense, only 4 landmarks are there. The first one, which is a first educational policy, which is came, which in 1986, NPE, National Policy on Education. Then the second upgradation came in 1992. One amendment was updated, and then once again one major update came in 2009. Everybody have idea about it, which is known as RTE, Right to Education Act 2009, which states that each and everyone have equal rights of education. Education is a fundamental right for everyone. And the fourth one, this it came in 2020, which is say another education policy, which is known as a national education policy. So national policy on education to national education policy 1986 to 2020. So this one is a second policy. We will not go to the merit and demerit of 1986 to 2020, but let us see few aspects between these two policy, first and second. One came in 1986 and another one came on came in 2020. Now, what exactly these two offers? The first one, 1986, it talks about or discuss about or give idea about the access and equity, that each and every person have educational right. So it talks about the availability and fairness, where in 2020 it gives idea about the language. It focuses on the language, technology, and modular system of education. Okay, so here is the difference. The first policy discussed or provides availability and fairness as far as the education is concerned, and after 1986 almost we achieved the access and equity in the education. So now this policy is focusing on the language barrier and language aspects, technological aspects, and modular systems. We will see a little bit about it. Then we will switch over to the technology aspect of the policy, right? So basically what this policy provides, this policy provides the vision and framework for connecting school education with the higher education. It provides framework for both school education as well as higher education. It provides clear cut roadmap to both school education and higher education. Now, little bit idea about the modular systems, as one of the pillar is modular system. Also, as we stated that there are three major distinctions. One is the language, second one is technology, and third one is a modular systems. So earlier or present system, we can also say that is we have 10 plus 2 structure. That this 10 plus 2 structure is divided into several aspects or several modules, which is 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5, and 5 is also divided into 2 plus 3. So this is how a compartment is created. Earlier only we have a 3 compartment. Now we have a 5 compartment, a 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. Fine. So this is a kind of a modular system. Right now, this is also a very good issue to talk about, or very good feature to discuss about. But right now, the topic is given to me to talk about or discuss about the technology. So we will discuss more on technology rather than the modular system. But each and every module are separate and connected. Again, these are the very good thing. They are also connected and they are also separated one. Now, when we look at the principles, mainly by looking or keeping mind towards the technology, okay. So main principles, that extensive use of technology. We will see in the coming slides, when we are talking about technology or when we are referring to technology in the 68-page manual, you will find so many where technology, how to accomplish particular task using the technology. So entire policy or entire framework of NEP 2020 is heavily surrounded by the technology. So extensive use of the technology is mentioned, and removing language barrier is also one of the major feature, and that is also overcome through the technology. We will see a few example if time permits, how technology will help to learn a new language or to communicate in another language, even if we don't know the particular language. There are so many facilities now available, so that also we will see. And then third part, increasing access for Divyang students, right? This is a special mention, and where also here also in this part, how technology overcome this problem. So that's why these are the problems, or you can say features surrounded by the technology, or with the help of technology one can overcome the barrier. Okay. And the fourth one, educational planning and management. So entire curricula framework, entire institutional management, learning management system will be done through the technology. So these are the four key initiative or four key pillars for the policy, or you can say a principle of this policy. If you separate this part uh, into the handbook, so there are 68 pages. This is a uh, main page of the policy. If you go to the draft version have more page, but this is a final editions which have a 66 page available on UGC website, MHRD website, and number of institutions uploaded. Even a regional version is also available on UGC website and MHRD website, which have four sections. This policy document have four sections. In four section, total 27 chapters are there, and total 66 pages are there. If you pick up the first section, that is a school education, which have 8 chapters. So first part is devoted to school education, 8 chapters. Second one, higher education section, which have 11 chapters. And the third one, other key areas, which have 5 chapters. Here 2 chapters are dedicatedly or specifically given to the technology. And fourth one, make it happen. How entire things will be done. So roadmap is also given, where 3 chapters are specifically talking or discussing about this area, right? So entire document is divided into 4 sections, and which have a 27 chapters, right? Okay. Now, when you go through, basically in this framework or the document, only 2 chapters, specific 2 chapters are given in third section, which under the other key areas. So chapters specifically discussing about the technology, right? But if you go through the manual, you find everywhere technology is everywhere. So I had given a 360-degree use of technology in the context of NEP 2020. So starting with the chapter 2 to chapter 18, and also special chapters are also there, which obviously discussing about the technology. But other than that special chapters, chapter 2, which is basically discussing about, basically is about the school education, but where translation is also done, language translation is also done through the technology. Chapter 4 is discussing about the curriculum or pedagogy, where how one can popularize a language learning. See, when you are teaching any language, language teaching and learning is a bit different than the other subject. So how one can use the technology in that teaching and learning process. So that also discussed. And chapter 5 basically for the teachers training and their holistic development, so where also technology used. Chapter number 6, inclusive educations. Here discussion is about the children which have a disabilities. So how a technology can separate all these things, and how technology can overcome these problems, and how technology support this special needy children, and how they can overcome the problem of learning, right? And then chapter number 8, again management part, accreditations. Nowadays we know, so where technology is used for the public disclosure and minimum human bias, human intervention, maximum technology use. So that is also a part of accreditation. Chapter number 11, holistic educations, where a technology development centers will be uh, available. So nowadays also we are listening these student startup cells, incubation centers, so where technology is tested. So many innovative things are also emerged, and where how technology can be imparted to the each and everyone, so which is also very important. So that also we will see. Education is also important, technological education is also important, and education technology for education, which is also very important. So that also, and which technology is used full for the education, that is also very important. So all this part will be combined with each other. You cannot separate technology from the education and education from the technology. So that also we will see. And 15, very important, teacher education. Right now also we are doing that part. that two platforms are available and they will be strengthened. One is Swayam platform for the higher educations, a Diksha platform. We will see what exactly the Swayam and Diksha. We will see in a few moments. That these two platforms will be strengthened and probably they will merge with each other. So on a single platform, one can get idea from the school education to the higher education. One single window access. Right now, Swayam is used for the higher education. Diksha platform is used for the school education. So in future, very near future, they will be merged and provide a single window access to all the educators and learners. And then chapter number 18, regulatory system of higher educations. Again, management and planning part. Reduce human interface, a maximum use of technology. So human intervention is very less. So it brings the transparency, into the public discourse, right? So everywhere you will find the technology. And now if you summarize this entire thing, this 360-degree, so which one can summarize in the 5 part. The first part, that is technology will be used for education planning. That is a one aspect. Second one is a digital India campaign. We will see in the future slide that if you do not have device, which is known as the digital divide, if one person or one student or one learner or one peer member do not have a knowledge of technology, is a different thing. But for technology you need some kind of a device to access the technology. So if you do not have a device, then what to do? So low cost device, low cost network, availability, resources are comes under the Digital India campaign. We will see when we see this part, Digital India campaign. Then regulation through public disclosure. Fine. So maximum use of technology, minimum use of human intervention. That is also a basic aspect of use of technology in the teaching learning process planning. Teaching learning and assessment. A little bit away from the conventional techniques and maximum use of technology to assess. Here, artificial intelligence is going to play a major role. So many people have different kind of attitude towards technology, that technology will take away our jobs, no requirement of teachers. No, it's not kind of a thing. There are so many other areas where technology helps and technology improves the performance of the teacher and also a learner. So one can assess uh, learner and himself or herself using technology and through several benchmarks. And fifth, administration and management, where also technology will be used. So these are the 5 areas heavily comes under the technology intervention. We will see one by one. Now, as I mentioned, that there are two specific chapter is given in NEP 2020 handbook, where chapter number 23 and chapter number 24, which comes under the section number 3. And the name of the section is other key areas, which have total 5 chapters. And out of 5 chapters, there are two main chapters. Chapter number 23, namely technology use and integration, and chapter number 24, online and digital education, ensuring equitable use of technology. Right. So these are the two main chapters which thoroughly discuss about the technology. If we look at the name in chapter number 3, the technology use and integration, so how one can use the technology and how one can integrate the technology in context of teaching learning, right? So that we will also see. And in the second part, means in chapter number 24, online and digital educations, ensuring equitable use of technology. Here we are going to discuss about the digital divide and how entire infrastructure will be used to provide a technological education to each and everyone, with so many options, features, and availability. So here we will discuss about the merit and demerit of availability of digital resources, devices, and networks. where in the first part, in the chapter number 23, we will discuss about the use of technology and how one can integrate the technology in our day-to-day classroom teaching and learning process, right? Moving further, technology use and integration, chapter number 23, technology use and integration. So use of technology in educations, if you shuffle these words, then you will find a very interesting result like this: a use of education for the technology, or you can say use of technology in educations, or you can say use of education for technology. So both are related with each other. Say for example, use of technology in education, how we can use a particular technology in a classroom, right? And then this uh, education of this particular education, how we impart to others. Say for example, I am using any very good tool in my classroom, and which is very useful for me as well as for my students. So how I educate my other PM members, and that this particular technology, classroom technology, is useful to nurture students. You can also go through and use it. So that particular person needs education for that particular tool of technology. So use of education for technology, and because of that, many other students also get advantage of that particular tool. This is just an example. So use of technology is also very important, and use of education for that particular technology is also very useful. So one cannot eliminate technology from the education. Both are go hand to hand, they are parallel word, and they are part of each other. So nowadays, if you remove technology from the education, which is not possible, so one has to take maximum advantage of technology for particular educations, and one has to impart education for that particular technology, right? So both are related with each other. Moving further, in this context, we also have to see a few new technology which is already mentioned in the NEP 2020, and so many other technologies are mentioned in the yes, right. So let's see what are the new technology, right? The first one is artificial intelligence and virtual reality. So many people have so many things in their mind. What exactly the artificial intelligence? What exactly the virtual reality? But in future, you will find so many things, so many useful tools which are available for this technology. Artificial intelligence is nothing but how to create a virtual world in front of us, right? And basically, a machine learning is a part of this artificial intelligence. Here I had given three resources. I'll show you very beautiful resources. uh, Say for example, this is resources where 43 examples of artificial intelligence in education is summarized. A beautiful website, one can go through. This is a beautiful article. uh, the potential benefit of AI in educations, personalization, tutoring, grading, feedback on course quality, meaningful and immediate feedback to students. So these are the main areas where artificial intelligence is going to use, right? Tutoring, grading, feedback on course quality, and so many examples. Total 43 examples are given: adopting learning, assistive technology, so many things. You can go through these particular resources I have already given over here, right? So this is one, fine. And this is a beautiful introduction by Google, right? An intro to AI. an intro to AI made for students. Basically, this is uh, this 3 minute 23-second video is for the students, right? That how AI is helpful for education. Okay, so one can go through this video, or you can also display this particular video to your students so they can understand the importance of AI, what exactly the artificial intelligence. So that start with the face recognitions and all these things. So we are using this technology, but we don't know that we are using this technology, right? So many things are there. One can get idea about, say for example, uh, uh, we are in the process of making contents. So sometimes we are not graphic designer, we are simply a teachers. So uh, uh, our main job is to write and read and also design, and so many things we are doing being a teacher. But say for example, if you write this Cappy.ai, this is a beautiful website, copywriting simplified. If you provide a subject or single line, this AI technology will write uh, particular blog or your post or your emails automatically. You just have to provide few points, and this AI will do job for you. Okay, so this is these are the example that one can use, and these are the free technology one can use. Even say for example, uh, if you want to edit any photographs, or if you want to remove any background for the photographs, then simply go to this AI based website, write remove bg or remove background for image. So here simply you have to upload the image. This will do the job for you automatically. It will remove the background. Uh, say for example, this I am using my photograph instead of other person, and simply automatically within a flash you will see background is removed. And here also you have facility that immediately you can add your design to Canva and so many other platform where you can merge your system. So you can see so many other YouTube thumbnail, Instagram post, Instagram story, image, so many things. Even you can print on a t-shirt, right? So t-shirt printing, Facebook cover, flyer, A4, social media post, everything will be. And these are the thing, create your free design. So this AI will help beautifully. Okay, one another website is also there. Say for example, if I remembered, design me Designify, turn your photo into upload your image, say for example. So this is basically part of a content design. If you are a teacher and if you are developing any material, okay, where you are going to use various kind of images, okay, and from your photograph, this website will generate thousands of images. You can see, so one photograph have so many designs. You can see a mock is also available, artwork is also available. See, amazing, no? Within a fraction of second, even AI, if you write a text and it will create a picture. Earlier there are two technology available, that speech to text and text to speech. Now from text to image, which is also available. So this is a power of AI, artificial intelligence, and which helps to create content and videos, animations, and through that one can get idea about the proper subject and concept, right? So these are the advantage of artificial intelligence and virtual reality. Same thing, machine learning is also part of artificial intelligence, which we are using every day, that our face recognition systems and say for example, in few mobiles, if you use your mobile as a face locking and unlocking systems, but when you wear the spec, sometimes your phone will not be identify you. So so while identifying process, they will assist you that before, without wearing a spec you have to unlock, and while after wearing a spec you also have to unlock the phone. So whenever you unlock in a routine process, you have to, you are with spec or you are not with the specs or without a spec, then also your mobile will identify you, recognize you, and it will unlock the phone, right? So these are the learning system. So machine is learning. Basically we are making machine smart. So we are using our intelligence, and that our intelligence is provided to the machines, and machine are now smarter and smarter through the artificial intelligence. So this is particular science which makes our device smarter, right? So machine learning is also a part of it. Then comes a smart board. So many institutions, even my institution in my classroom also have a smart board, but nowadays online smart board is also available. That one smart board will connect with another one, and you can use, you can combine these two smart board with each other, and you can take advantage of it. So that is also very beautiful features. Now one institution's classroom smart board, say for example my university smart board, will connect with the HRDC Gujarat University classroom smart board, and we both can able to interact on a board, or we can interact or we can share our data with each other. So this is also a very good or very good facility. Then comes cloud technologies. Right now also we are taking advantage of cloud technology. Say for example this StreamYard, the platform which right now Gujarat University HRDC is using, or we are also using this platform right now. You do not have to install any software on your system. So for example, if you are using Zoom, then you have to install a Zoom client in your laptop or a desktop or a mobile device. But this StreamYard is purely on a browser based or framework, or it's purely on a cloud technologies. So Google Drive cloud technologies. So these virtual training programs and all these things are based on cloud technologies. So where you are hosting your data, where you are accessing frameworks. Nowadays, there are so many, just like a StreamYard, there are so many other facility of software are available online that you do not have to. Say for example, I'm showing you which is so many people asking me, that's why I'm demonstrating the screen online. Generally this is a very heavy system, but if you write online or video editor free, then you can see this is a free video editor where you do not have to download any software. You just go to there and you just edit a video, right? So there are so many other platforms are available. They are charging monthly, they are charging yearly, they are charging quarterly, and they are providing a global platform or a framework to use it. So they are basically they are providing services, right? Say for example, if I write over here free pick, this is a beautiful website, a fantastic website from where you can download images, videos, so many other things, animations, okay, and they will take you free as well as charge. Say for example, for 12 months 725, 1 month 1200 rupees. Okay, so you don't have to download anything, you simply have to use their service. So this is now a service. Basically the service is a main architecture, a service is a main architecture. So which is a principle of cloud technology. Cloud technology provides so many services which we are using and which we can use without installing any software or any resources to our computer. So that is that's why A Chrome notebook is available, which is online notebook. We don't have to download anything. Everything is online, right? Then comes now, as we say, everything is online. So what about our security of our data? So this blockchain technology provide basically it used for the cryptocurrency, but now also used in the educational pass or data security. Best example is DigiLocker. Now each and every document is available, your important document is available on DigiLocker providing security as well as data services. Say for example, if I am to download my third year BSc certificate, so which is available, every university now uploading their resources or their data on a DigiLocker, and DigiLocker takes care of all the institutions data using blockchain technology, right? So a mammoth of data is available, that is known as the big data. Okay, and this blockchain technology provides the security of your data. And whenever you require, if you are anywhere in the world, you just go to the DigiLocker, access your document, provide to the particular asking authority, and they will also verify. So physical verification is not required, everything is available. Parivahan is also there, where you can upload your vehicle based information is also available, driving license and all these things, right? Aadhaar card and all these things. And then comes online education. Right now also we are taking fruits of or enjoying the fruits of online educations. Before corona, we were not very much enthusiastic about the online education, but now we are very much enthusiastic about the online education, and we know this is alternate solution. This is not a mainstream solution, this is an alternate solution where we can fill the blanks. Right now also we are doing because the people who are watching me, people who are accessing this streaming, live streaming, people who are part of this workshop from without geographical limit, and they are watching me, they are listening me, they are interacting with me, and that is because of the online education. So this is an alternative options we can use. Otherwise we physically we have to come to one place, just like HRDC. Okay, and then our teaching learning process will be happen. But here this virtual platform will provide, online platform will provide an opportunity to interact with each other virtually on a internet platform, right? Fine. So now this new technology, there are so many other technologies also available, but whatever the technology, this new technology will not just change what students learn. Most important line in this particular NEP 2020 document, the new technology will not just change what students learn in the classroom, but how they learn, which is very important. This is a main key principle of this, main key line of this NEP 2020, that how we are learning, how our learner is learning, how our students are learning, how our new generation will going to learn. So we are basically changing the learning process, and where a technology is helping. Okay, so this new technology is basically key aspect that will define or that will find that how we are going to learn. Okay, so this is a purely a paradigm shift kind of a thing. So these areas and beyond will require extensive research, both on the technological as well as educational front. So we need a technology, and simultaneously we need a people who can impart this education for particular technology. So both we require very much that we need a technology, and also we need a person who can impart this knowledge or education of particular technology to each and everyone, right? So both are very important. Moving further, million dollar questions. How one can define the particular technology, and how one can define the platform or resources which can impart to each and everyone. So beautiful thing process is given into NEP 2020. The answer is NETF, National Educational Technology Forum, already established in a working mode. And what this National Education Technology Forum will do or is doing, the first, provide independent evidence-based advice to central and state government agency on technology-based intervention. How technology will be used, when technology will be used, up to what standard technology will be used, that will be decided by second, build intellectual and institutional capacities in educational technology. Third part, envision strategic thrust area in this particular domain. And fourth one, an articulation. Okay, articulate new direction for research and innovation that for particular technology and for dissemination of that particular technology. So this is a main job of one of the main job of any TF, so National Education Technology Forum. And how? Let's see. The first, variety of educational software development it will do. Second, software in regional language. Third one, software for remote locations and software for the Divyang students. Fourth, e-content development in all the language. Right now, a majority of content is available in English only, but now people are also working for the translations, and they are also taking help of technology. And so many materials are converted into the so many vernacular or regional languages. NCRT, CIET, CBS, NIOS are the particular identified agency, and they will working for this particular task. E-content made available on Diksha platform. Teachers' professional development will be done through Diksha, and Diksha Swayam integrated across the school and higher education. So both the platform will be merged in the near future, and one can across from school education to the higher education. So these are the major work areas for NETF, National Educational Technology Forum. Moving further, key players. If we look at the key players, so artificial intelligence will be play a crucial role, which already is specifically stated in the policy document. And four major players will do this job: National Testing Agency (NTA), Diksha platform, Swayam platform, and National Research Foundation. These are the four part or four major already established. They will do the job, and they will heavily work on or heavily use artificial intelligence for making this happen. Now comes to the second chapter, which is how we can impart this technology to each and everyone. So that will be discussed in chapter number 24. Because India is a very big country, we require very huge resources, and each state, each city, each village, each institutions have a different kind of flavor. Okay, so which is very difficult, but though beautiful roadmap is given how we can do all these things, which is explained in chapter number 4, that online and digital education ensuring equitable use of technology. Fine. What it state, the first is circumstances. A new circumstances and realities require new initiative. We already go through the epidemics, and because of epidemics we found this online education alternate approach, which is very much viable with few rules and regulations. So if we do not have just like a situation of epidemics or pandemic, so we have nowadays another options or alternative facility, and for that we have to strengthen our infrastructure. Okay, so these are the fruits, or one can say advantage that we got from this last 1.5 year or 2 years, right? And out of that, and this policy came at right time, because we already came across a few challenges, and these challenges gives idea or insight about these alternative solutions or alternative platforms. So what are the challenges? Digital divide is one of the big challenge. Teacher competency towards the technology, which is also a big challenge. We have to work on a pedagogy, a kind of, when we are using technology, we also have to think about the uh, pedagogy. And then assessment, we have to take a new approach, and a scalability, infrastructure. So these are the challenges. A solution is also there, as I said, Digital India campaign, which provides the resources, low cost devices, network facility, and competency. And then teacher competency, we came, or we can remove this barrier through the heavily training, extensive training. For pedagogy, we have to define a creativity, that if you have a face-to-face classroom of 1 hour, then here you have to reduce that particular face-to-face communication on an online platform, and then we have to provide a few kind of asynchronous activity where a learner can do their own, and then you can do counseling. So that kind of a pedagogy we have to develop. Then we have to take different kind of approach. What are the measurable, that we have to work on that part. So that is a different approach we have to take for the assessment. And infrastructure, we have to scale up, so that scale issue will be overcome, right? So these are the challenges, and these are the probable solutions government is working, one institution level also do. Now, keeping all this thing in mind, few key initiatives is already started. Say, for example, uh, pilot study for online educations already started, and based on that particular pilot study result, a few more things will be initiated. Then digital infrastructures. If you go to the METI website, Government of India, you will find the Digital India structure. Then online teaching platform and tools. Now people also have idea about the so many teaching and learning platforms. Earlier it was not there. Now people have idea about, we have our own digital learning platform, Swayam, and so many others. Content creation, digital repository. MHRD also providing this facility. Swayam and NPTEL are also providing a facility for course content repository. Then addressing digital device, as I mentioned, Digital India campaign will do the job. And virtual laboratories, those who do not have idea about, I'll show you the website of virtual laboratories. Just go to the Google and search just search virtual laboratories or vlab.co.in, lab in India. You will come across one very good website, which is a virtual lab, vlab.co.in. And here you will find a virtual laboratory in all the subjects. You can see electronics, communication, computer science, electrical engineer. These are the labs. What this lab provides? This lab provides the basic idea about the particular experiment. So after doing the experiment, students can get idea what exactly the experiments. So before entering to the real laboratories, they can get the virtual environment of that particular experiment. They will get the flavor of that particular experiment. So when they are in the laboratory, physical laboratory, they will get much more. They will do much more in the real experiment. So this is a basic idea. Before performing the experiment, they already 80-90% they know how to do and what to do with these particular instruments, how to operate this particular instrument, what kind of result I will deal with. So that everything they will get idea, and then they will perform the experiment. So this is a very amazing website. So whenever you have time, just go through this website, vlab.co.in. It's so many resources are available. Fine. So virtual laboratories, and then moving further, more key initiatives, training and incentives for teachers, online assessment and examinations. As we mentioned that we have to work on a measurable part. Then blended models of learning, that not everything will be feasible using face-to-face classroom. So many things are not one can do because of the time strength. So on that particular juncture, one can use the technology. So online and offline both mode one can use. Say for example, one now Swayam platform is providing learning credits. So one course students will take from Swayam's 3 course from the main institutions, so they will get the credits or extra learning. That also simultaneously parallel learning can be possible, so student can get advantage of it. So blended models of learning will work in that fashions, laying down standards, because so many things are online, so many things are online, so many technology are used in assessment and all these things. So regulation is very important, so that also has to be worked out. How many online, how many sessions per day online, what are the duration of that particular online sessions, what kind of a pedagogy, how assessment rules are there. So everything will be, has to be set. Okay. And then journey already started, transparent public discussion. I don't know where it ends, but journey is already started. And destination, continuous upgradations. So this is you cannot take the stocks, but it's a continuous journey. One can get the idea about what exactly it happens. If not happens, where we are missing, again lay down the standards, again work on that part, again enhance the situation. There is always a space of a space, right? So one can do the things. So it's a continuous upgradation, continuous enhancement. So it's an enhancement process. Now when we implement all these things, we also have to think about the governance, how governance work, because this all these things done through governance only, because it started in the say for example, and one normal institution, college, schools, okay, a large school, small schools, which is also defined in the manual, that so many big institutions, large number of small institutions, okay, how to work with it, how to create a pool between the institutions, and creating a pool, and how to take advantage of it from these particular small institutions, and which create a big impact on the masses, right? So for that we need a governance. Now what exactly we mean by governance? Say for example, this is a small example. Say for example, if you consider a one system institution as a one system at initial stage, which is at initial stage, okay, and it growth is organic. Day by day institution will grow, a 2 member, 4 member, 5 students, 10 students, 50 students, slowly and slowly it grows. So system at organic growth, okay, it start growing, okay. So when it reaches a maximum or beyond the capacity, okay, common phenomena is to generate, or it create a chaos, it create a chaos. So for regularizing all these things, to overcome this problem, one has to work on governance, which synchronize the things, which lay down the standards, which do few things in a right way, and one can get everything in the sync mode. All right. So what exactly governance is all about? So it provides everything on a smooth scale, everything based on a particular systematic rules. Okay. So here, standard definition is given from the particular standard documentations. Governor has been defined to refer the structure and process that are designed to ensure accountability, which also very important, transparency, responsiveness, rules of law, stability, equity, and inclusiveness, empowerment, and broad-based participations. Okay, so which is very important, and where technology is also helpful. So governance, good governance, and digital governance. Okay, so this is very small definition, the way the organization or countries are managed at the highest level, and it requires the system for doing this. Okay, and all these things given in the NEP 2020. Again, these are, again we are referring this slide against, but in context of governance. So now this slide is 360-degree use of technology in governance. Okay, so here you can see the chapter number is changed, concept is changed, context is also changed. Now it is in the context of governance, how teaching, learning, planning. Okay, so now I'm skipping this part because this defines the difference between the analog and digital, right? So what exactly, because we are doing governance through digital technology or technology, so we are using word digital governance. So digital governance is a system that has to establish lines of accountability, roles, and decision making authority for the digital presence of an organizations. So how your governance or how your institutions is present on a digital platform. So your physical present and the digital presence, and what exactly a syncing part between these two, and it provides a single window for the rules and regulations. So where technology help to do, and when we are talking about digital world, these are the where you can use stores the data, decimate the informations, distribute the transactions. Everything is done using the network connection, and for that you need a devices which access the data, which decimate the data, which holds the data, which generates the data, and which manages the data, right? And for that, Digital India is already ready. You can visit this website, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Website is also given, meiti.gov.in, where you can get idea about the e-governance. We are taking help of this M-Parivahan, DigiLockers are part of this digital governance initiatives. Okay, digital locker, e-tal, common service centers, open data, my government, archive. Okay, and these are the mission mode projects where you can find education over here. So many mission mode projects are going on, and in that education is also part of digital governance. Okay, and digital governance framework is providing a free of cost this software university enterprise resource planning, where entire university will be regularized or will be managed digitally. So for that, a university enterprise resource planning is also there. This is a framework already available. What exactly it will do? It will connect one university or one institution to another university, to UGC, through internet, through gateway, and all the data are available on a cloud. So each stakeholders have their own rights. They can access their own data which provided to them using one single window, right? And basically, in academics, these are the things: alumni portal, evaluation, grading, hostel management, program management, student feedback, training and placement, university facility. Okay, essential service, grievance problem, library integration, security management, sports management system, then account and finance, employee services, bill tracking system, everything digitally. So each stakeholder access their services online, and they can get a common window. Admission is also done through single window process. Recruitment is also done through single window process. Governance is also done through single window process. Affiliation management, say for example, one university has 100 affiliated institutions, so affiliation management is also there. A building is having so many problems, so estate management system will do the job. File management, inventory tracking, everything is there. ID service and management, right? And data management and base module, organization unit, and user management. Which person requires which kind of a rights, so they can access their own services. So data management is also a big issue, and which also managed through the technology. Okay, so here this university enterprise resource planning will work this platform or framework as a service architecture. We provide each and every kind of services to each and every stakeholder. They are connected with the education, or they are connected with the academic fraternity, right? So one can then do with the technology. Now let's see few scenarios. After looking all this in a broad aspect, we'll see some scenario. The first scenario is a bada scenario. You will might be surprised what exactly we mean by bada. We will see. We will see exactly what exactly it is. Then a national scenario, a state level scenario, a institute level scenario, and individual level scenario. Okay, let's see one by one. The first one, bada scenario. So bada is nothing but before corona, during the corona, after the corona. What were the situation before corona? Now what kind of situation we experienced during the corona, and now also almost corona is nowhere. So after corona, what kind of situation we have, or what kind of learning, or what kind of experience we got after the corona or during the corona. Let's see. If we discuss about the before corona scenario. Okay, so we have offline classes. Our normal day-to-day classes will be done. Were done in so many institutes or few institutions. Multimedia presentation or multimedia classroom were there, where teacher are taking help of digital tools in the classroom, and they are teaching using the projectors and multimedia projector and all these things, and initially blended. They are hardly taking help of any online tool or any online facility or learning management system. This was the scenario before corona. And then corona strike, no physical classes were there. During the corona, no physical classes were there. So our offline classes will be converted into the online classes. And then uh, people started finding the learning platforms other than our face-to-face learning. Okay, before that we don't have much emphasis on this, but during the during the corona, people started uh, in search of learning platforms, and partially bended because physical uh, interaction was not possible. So teacher or a professor disseminating their information through digital platform. So they are taking class using online facility, web conferences, and after that they will disseminate their material using digital platforms. So partially blended, uh, one can say. And after corona, now you can see beautiful things are there. Hybrid classes, we are taking class. So many institutions have converted their class into the studio mode. So what they are doing, they are taking class. So now they understand that importance of technology. So what they are doing, they are taking class, and simultaneously they are recording that particular class. There are facilities available. So when you are taking class into the classroom, a video is also prepared, right? So if one student is missed, that particular video is available on the institutional website. So students will go there, and whatever he or she missed, they can overcome. So basically we are providing an opportunity for teaching and learning. And then learning platforms, teachers started developing their learning platforms. Earlier they were in a search of learning platforms. Now a scenario, there's so many teachers have their own YouTube channels, they have their own online classes, they are creating digital. So now they happily proudly identify themselves as a digital creator. Earlier it was a luxury, now it's a part of life, as a way of life for the academician or for a teacher. If I say I know how to create video lectures, so it's a normal thing that now it's a part and partial of our day-to-day life of a teacher. And then a fully blended, we are providing online materials. We are using, say for example, LMS. A Google Classroom is a simple structure, or known as a learning management system, where we are uploading our material We are scheduling our material, we are scheduling our class, we are scheduling our assignment, we are taking quizzes in form of the MCQ through this Google Classroom, right? So one can say it's a fully blended. So this is a big scenario which we came across. Now national level, uh, government, central government is working very hard towards this. So we have a Swayam platform, we have e-Pathshala, we have e-PG Pathshala, we have even Swayam Prabha platform, where a place is where internet facility is not available, so TV broadcasting is facility available. So Swayam Prabha is a network of TV broadcasting channels where learning materials are broadcasted on a TV channels. So Swayam Prabha is a part of that. Diksha is for the school education. NTA, National Testing Agency, is also there. So this is a national level scenario. Then in state level, a number of states are working hard for this. I'm talking about the Gujarat state. So we have a basket studio for online, preparing online lectures and trainings and all these things. Government of Gujarat provided a Microsoft free Microsoft Team license to impart knowledge or taking class online throughout the Corona period. Then teacher training program done through Udayam training, UGC, HRDC, Gujarat University taken a lead for that, and Guj course is providing fund for arranging such kind of a training and all these things. So many, even government is providing low cost tablet to 12th pass students, those who are coming into the higher educations. Even so many institutions, just like my institution, providing a laptop to me, and also online infrastructure they are providing me to take classes and all these things. So these are the state level. Institution level, as I said, that institution is providing facility for online classes. They are training their teachers to take online classes and creating online materials. And they are also providing device support, infrastructure support. So many institutions have an e-content studio developing e-content. Okay, and they also have their own learning management system. Okay, so these are the institution level. Now things are changing every day. So these are the things on a day-to-day life. Individual level, as individual level means as a level of students and teachers, they also train themselves to take. Basically our training is for the face-to-face learning, right? Face-to-face teaching, but students and teachers both train themselves to take online classes and to attend online classes and training. They learned a lot during the corona for this online technology. So now we are eating the fruits of this online technology. Hybrid classes, how to take hybrid classes, how to create hybrid classes, how to create videos. Individual level, people started understanding e-content development. Teacher develop so many content on their own. So many teachers have their own LMS, learning management systems. So this is an individual level. Now what kind of shift we got from chalk and board classroom? That is the first step. To second one is a multimedia classroom, and then online classroom, and now we have a hybrid classroom or a studio kind of a setup in the classroom, that while you are taking a class, simultaneously a recording facility is also available. So this is a big shift we have in terms of technology infrastructure.
Yes. Dear all participants, our resource person will be joined within a 2-3 minutes because there is some technical issue. So please wait. Thank you. Yes, dear all participants, our resource person Jivani sir will be joined soon. Till time, if you have any questions regarding the lecture, you can please write down in comment box. So we can ask your questions to our resource person behalf of you after he joining. And uh, MN Jivani sir's website is also available. If you have to visit that, MN Jivani, www.mnjivani.in and www.eastfirst.net. There is a two websites of MN Jivani sir, and he will providing continuously support to the participants, to the professors who will be try to gain the knowledge about ICT. And dear all participants, sir will be joined. Yes, yes, within a 1 minute. His message is here, so please join, and we will be continue this session.
Yeah, I'm now audible.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay, okay. Sorry, I lost the internet connection,
No worries,
and
sir.
now I'll
Please.
back. I am using substitute internet connection. So, let's see the summary part. Uh, these are the five things one has to keep in mind for to achieve all these things. The first one is to think about digital divide. So these are the five things. Digital divide. The benefits of online and digital education cannot be leveraged unless the digital device is eliminated through concrete efforts such as Digital India campaign and the availability of affordable computing device, network and resources. Then only one can think about this digital education or online educations or integration of technology in the education. Second one, one must have to think about the extensive training of teachers. Until teachers are not techno savvy, one cannot achieve the proper result. So training is also most important for the particular technology which we are going to use in the classroom for teaching and learning process. Third one, pedagogy. One must have to think about the change in the pedagogy. You cannot use a same pedagogy which we are using in face-to-face classroom, and whatever the duration which we are using in face-to-face classroom, which is not viable in the online or use of technology interventions. So because a learning is going to change totally in a different way, and they are shaped in a different way. So one has to think about the pedagogy while you are using the technology. You have to think about the pedagogy as well. Fourth one, assessment. Online assessment also needs or requires a different approach. We have to change our psyche, and we also have to change the measurable parameters what we want to achieve through the assessment. That is also very important. So that one has to think about, one has to use a creativity in that. Okay, so obviously measurable parameter is going to change while we are using the technology. And fifth, a blended. You cannot use all the offline technology or merely online technology. One has to blend it, both the approach online and offline, in a reasonable rate. Then only we can get the extensive research. Or this mode, a blended mode, vary according to the situation, according to the application, according to the environment, according to the infrastructure, right? So how much you want to blend particular mode, online or offline, it depends on the particular application, particular environment, particular institution infrastructure. It depends on the situational. So one cannot use a one blended model at one place. A same blended model can be used on another place. So one has to think about this. Dynamism is very important about this, right? So this is what I have to say. Thank you very much. I only these two line I must include, that technology cannot replace the teacher, but technology enabled teachers surely replace the teacher. So we must respect the technology. Nowadays it's a time to respect the technology, because we are always going away from the technology. So many teachers are there, they are very much against the technology, or very much against the use of technology. You cannot stop the technology, you cannot stop the use of technology, right? So we have to engross it in our, because see, from daily morning to night we are using technology, we are surrounded by the technology. Only the thing is how well we can use this particular technology in a classroom and teaching and learning process. So we must respect the technology. Okay, so this is what I want to say, and I'm concluding with this two line, that technology cannot replace the teacher, but technology enable teacher surely. If anybody have any questions or any queries, you are free to ask me. I'm here to answer. I am not a Google, but I will try my best to solve your queries. And I'm thankful to the HRDC Gujarat University for providing me an opportunity to share my experience on this particular fascinating topic, because it's a need of an hour. very buzzing thing, because we are surrounded by the technology. So once again, thank you very much. If you have any questions, you are free to ask. Over to you, Yash Bhai or Rusi Bhai.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
this is
dear all
what I want
participants.
to say.
Yes, sir. Yes. Dear all participants, if you have any questions, you can ask here in this in chat box, and Giovanni sir will be give it the answer for that. And sir said that some of the professors, some of the participants are hated the technology, but I just add here, sir, that participants and professors are hated the technology because they didn't know and they didn't connect with the this technology, because of they feel this is the very difficult. But like you are the like a professor, you are the like a teacher, guided the all the participants did elaborately with this presentation. So they everybody knows how to use ICT, and they are very much happy with this session, and now they loved the ICT. And this is the wonderful lecture about the use and integration of ICT. There is no questions here, sir, but some of the messages are there. Very good session, and kind of messages here. A very useful session and wonderful session kind of comments are here. There is no questions till time. So thank you very much, MN Giovanni sir. And sir, there is I want to share to the participants. Sir's websites is also here. www.mngivani.in and www.espurs.net. So these two websites are connected with the. You can connect with the MN Giovanni sir, and you can get the knowledge about the technology very well from there. And thank you very much for that also. And from our HRDC, we are also thanking to you, Dr. MN Giovanni sir. We are wants to thank to our dynamic director Jagdish Joshi sir, our vice chancellor Himanshu Pandya sir, our registrar PM Patel sir. And dear participants, please visit our website also. We are day by day we are upgrading our website, and we can put the other courses and different kind of requirement which participants require. So we will share that in this our website. We have the journal of UGC HRDC GU is indexed in Crossref and has digital object identifies. So you can use that journal also. And we invite international resource persons also. And we have the MOU with UK and Canadian universities. We provide consultancy, and we are very innovative established training institute also. And video feedback of the participants are collected and kept of the website by us. So you can visit our website and use a maximum of our institute HRDC for your career and for your future. So thank you very much for that. And Jivani sir, thank you very much. There is a last comment is from Niruben Bori Sania. Dr. Jivani sir, super performance. So thank you very much, madam, and thank you very much, sir. And with this comment, we will close the session. If sir wants to say anything, so after that we complete this session. Yes, sir.
Who have spared their valuable times. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Namaskar.